What's going on, YouTube? It's your girl, Monique Nicole, and I am back with another video. Before we get started, honey, if you are new to my channel, please make sure you are subscribed. Go ahead and click that subscribe button down below, okay? And while you are at it, go ahead and click the thumbs up button to like this video because it's an easy and free way to help support my channel because somehow, some way, I am still trying to grow on damn YouTube. So say it with me, child. Grow. I know y'all. Pigs are flying. The bitch is on time. I clocked into work on time. So y'all, please. A new year is approaching. New year, new me. But what's up, Shada Boo? Oh snap! I got notification. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. Your girl is back. And guess what shirt I got? Shut up, bro. Send me a picture. We are matching our living single shirt. Shout out to TikTok Shop. Got this a couple months ago. Living Single is one of my favorite sitcoms of all time. So shout out to Shayna because we have the same shirt. Hey Daria Boo. Hopefully you'll come back. I know you stopped by earlier before I had started the live. So Shayna, do I sound good? Because I have on my little earpods. So please let me know how I'm sounding. Pretty please with sugar on top. Oh shit, I need to go live on Instagram as well. One moment, please. One moment, y'all. Y'all know the technical part is my least favorite part of content creation. Thank you, honey. Okay, I sound good. Awesome, 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 awesome. So I'm gonna wait a couple of minutes before we dive up in this thing. Y'all, I'm really excited for tonight's hot topics because I feel like it's gonna be entertaining. It's not gonna be anything too heavy. I feel like um life has been very heavy for a lot of people. The news, the media has been very heavy. Even the last couple days, I have seen so many sad and devastating stories, and I just scroll past because I just don't have the bandwidth. I only have a certain threshold on how much negative content I can consume, and there's just a lot of tragedy that's happened over the past week. And yeah, so I was looking forward to tonight's video. I was like, I can't wait for these topics. They're fun. They're lighthearted. They're not heavy. And I just can't wait to dive in, be messy, but also give you guys, what I like to do best, an objective viewpoint. And y'all know I like to hear other people's opinions. So I just can't wait to get into the topics. I just listen, these celebrities, hot ass mess. And like literally, the more that I like tiptoe my pinky toe into their world, I realize they are literally fucking human beings. Like, there's some of them are just so fucking regular. Like, they just got more money and they have notoriety, but they be regular schmegula. And it's so funny. I think I'm gonna start talking about Porsha first. It's so funny because I literally, through my media network that I'm with, I got an invitation this weekend to the party, Portia's new bae, her birthday party. I got invited. Like, I could have covered media there, but I was out of town for Thanksgiving. But I'm just like, even if I was here, I think I would have went, and I probably would have done an event recap, but I don't think I would have done interviews because I just can't be fake. Like, I can't be fake. So y'all, since I'm talking about Porsche, I might as well just start. I try to start the 5 to 7 minute mark. We're 5 minutes in, so let's start. Porsha. Porsha Williams. It's so funny because earlier this year I went viral, like super viral on TikTok for talking shit about Porsha. It is so funny that I'm back here now talking shit. And this is the thing. I like Porsha. It's not that I don't like Porsha. I just see through her bullshit. And y'all know I'm a very like objective and fair person. I can love you and still critique you. I love Portia. Portia is fun. I think Portia has a very, I'm saying the nice shit now before I go to fuck in on her, just so y'all know. Okay. You know what I'm saying? What's the old saying? Don't tear a person down without lending out a hand to them or something like that. So Portia is a beautiful woman. We know Portia's body is fucking crazy. Portia is sexy as fuck. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even swing that way, and I'm not even lying. Portia is sexy. Portia is sexy, 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 sexy. There's no denying that. I think Portia is also a very vibrant, fun personality. I think she has a big heart, and I think she's a good friend when she wants to be a good friend. But leave it up to Nene. Nene said that Portia ain't a good friend to nobody, and I think there's some valid truth in that. Anyway, I'm going on a tangent. Chaz, so we minding our business, okay, like we always do. And all of a sudden, I'm scrolling on the Instagram. And guess who pop up on the Instagram during the Thanksgiving holiday? Now, I can't remember if it was officially Thanksgiving or the day after, but it was Thanksgiving last week. This girl, Portia Williams, popping up on the scene with this woman, goes by Sway the Pro. Happiest birthday, Sway. I hope this year continues to bring you everything you want and more. Can't wait to act up Saturday. Ciao. So y'all already know the internet streets was buzzing. Look at them. Look at them. Hugged up, kissing on the cheek by the Christmas tree, hand on the booty. That big old booty. Look at them, two peas in a pod, just happy go lucky. Y'all know the comment section. Y'all know the comments were buzzing. The streets was buzzing. And listen, I laughed at about half the comments, but some people was also giving some good advice for Portia. One user said, "Girl, be single and heal." Gracious. um People do everything else in life except for heal and take accountability, and I feel this way. I really feel this way. Okay, this is how I feel. First of all, let me let this be known. I am pro LGBTQ plus. I am an advocate and a supporter for the LGBTQ community. I could give a good goddamn about Portia being gay, lesbian, bi. I don't give a good goddamn. My only thing is with Portia has been on Housewives for about 13 years now, 14 years now. And we have seen Portia with every type of man you could think of, baby. Every type of man you could think of. We have seen Portia in so many relationships, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And I feel like as a woman, right? As a woman, when you get to a certain age as a woman and you got kids and stuff, and you bringing people into your child's life, and you were married and you got divorced, when you just have gone through the things that Portia has gone through, I feel like there's a time where you have to really be real with yourself, and you have to sit back and be like, you know what? I gotta do some self-reflection. I've got to really just sit with this and figure out, why do I keep getting love wrong? Why does certain things keep happening to me? Why do I seem to keep falling for this type of man, this type of person? Why do I get this type of outcome? I feel like every human being, man or woman, should have that type of self-reflection at some point in their love life, especially when you in your 40s, especially when you have a child, especially if you have a marriage that only lasted but barely 2 years. I just feel like Portia, we have seen this. Portia has the same effing storyline every couple years. She found somebody, she with somebody, she falls in love quick. She's a lover girl. Her and Cynthia are lover girls. They bond over being lover girls. You can be a lover girl and not fucking marry somebody after 60 days or propose engage to somebody after 30 days. You can be a lover girl and not fall so fast. And look at her and Dennis. Her and Dennis, oh my God, it was so quick. She got knocked up after 2 months. But it's just like I just feel like at what point does Portia sit back and be like, yo, I got to look at my life. I got to look at my decisions. I got to look at the outcomes that I'm having. And I just feel like as an adult woman, she hasn't done that yet. And I'm just sick of the same storyline. I feel like the people that have the same storyline is Portia, and then over there, Married to Medicine, Eugene and Toya. With Portia, you know, it's always going to be something with a man and a love life, and either she's in love and fell in love quick, and she's on the speed track and she ignores everybody advice and she's in la la land, and then the next season they break up and this is her redemption. We've seen this. We have fucking seen it. We've seen it. Toya, Eugene, Married to Medicine, every fucking year they're always having a conversation about Eugene's job, his job, money, and they new dream house. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. So I just am I alone in this? Do y'all see where I'm coming from? She about to be on a wild ride with this stud. She might have met her baby. At the end of the day, Dennis was the one who got away. Okay, I agree. She's going where the money where the money resides, where the money resides. You know, I think Portia goes where the money resides. There's no question about that. I also think she just goes to whoever gives her love. And I feel like maybe all love ain't good love, and all love is not sustaining long lasting. Like, I just, I don't know how people in her inner circle are not sick of this. Like, Portia, you make bad decisions when it comes to love. And I don't feel like that makes me a hater by saying that. I do not feel like that makes me a hater. We all have girlfriends who be making shitty ass decisions in love. We've all made shitty decisions in love. It ain't like I'm above, but damn, bitch. Let's have a little laughter with this. Let's take a look at someone who I find highly entertaining. Um, let's look at my girl, whatchamacallit, Tia Kemp reacting to
I
Portia.
know you is lying. Portia. Portia. You popping that pussy on the pussy? I know that Africa they made Portia. What's going on in Atlanta? Girl. Not they in front of the Christmas tree kissing. I know you is motherfucking lying. Lord, the studs is up 3 million points right now, bitch. I am. Oh, God damn it. I done seen a motherfucking enough. Portia?
I love Tia Kemp, bro. She is my friend in my head. I like Tia Kemp is one of the best things that has happened to social media in like the past decade. She is literally one of the best things. Love that woman. Oh my God. Baby, what's going on in Atlanta? Y'all, somebody in the comment section was like, like, she don't know what she doing. That bitch just giving it out. Girl, put a wham in a circle. Hey, they was throwing that wham in a circle, baby. They be the shit that goes on in Atlanta is really crazy. Like, I don't even, and it just be so crazy because living in Atlanta, you really just be out and see motherfuckers. Like last month, I'm out having dinner with my family, like my cousins and my sisters or whatever. We at this spot in Atlanta, really nice spot. Guess who is lit? I cannot make this shit up. We're sitting right here, and who's in the section next to me? Fucking what's the white man that used to be married to Tamar Braxton? He was sitting there with some rapper. I don't even know who the rapper is. I know the kids. He's some popular rapper with the youngins. I do not know his name. Like if I knew his name, y'all be like, okay, the young kids love him. Why the fuck is what's the man's name? What's the man's name? I hate calling him the white man that was with Tamar Braxton. What's his name, like Jeremy or something? Jeremy, the white man that scammed her. Jeremy Robinson. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Let me put it on the screen. Cause this he be outside. He be outside. Y'all think I'm playing this? He be outside, and that's why I'm like, child, I feel like I feel like hold on. How do I share another screen? She don't know what she doing. This bitch is giving it out. Girl throw a wham in a circle. I saw this nigga out last month, child, and I'm telling you, this white man stay outside, and he likes the sisters. I'll tell you that. This guy, he was out, but anyway, that took too damn long for me to show y'all that. Anyway, Porsha, what do y'all? Y'all, are we gonna see this in Atlanta? I don't know because they stopped filming for Atlanta. RHOA just stopped filming a few weeks ago. So I don't know if we gonna see Porsche with this person, but let me look up Sway because she seems cool. Like I said, I had an opportunity to go to the party, and please know I was gonna go. If I was in Atlanta, I would have went on Saturday because I got a direct invite and I was able to cover media. Let me stop that. It was a nice party, y'all. Like this was the event. Nice, nice AF. Okay, she spent a coin. She spent a coin. She spent a coin. She got money. This is expensive. All this is expensive as AF. I don't know much about her. Is she a real? She do something. Salon Suite mentor, over 12 years in the game. Okay. I help people open a profitable salon suite. Okay, so she's an entrepreneur. She's on the business side of things. She does work in entertainment, but she seems cool. Like I've actually heard good things about her from people in ATL. She is definitely an attractive woman. You know what I'm saying? Again, I don't swing that way, but I do find her to be attractive. She is definitely an attractive stud. So, Portia, I mean, we went from we went from Simon to Coochie. We went from Simon to Coochie. We went from Simon Gubadia to Coochie. I mean, hey, YOLO. That kitty ain't getting no baby. Portia kitty cat ain't getting no rest. Portia, eh, and you know what? She been like that, and you're so right, Allie. See, you right, baby. I mean, she and Shamia were kissing Candy in the club. It is not alleged because they both admitted it. So I don't even think I have to say allegedly on my platform because they both have said it. They was kissing Candy in the club 10 years ago. So we know we've been on Portia Freak Leak, and I say that with no judgment. If you know me in real life, I don't care. When I tell you I don't give a damn about what people do in the bedroom. I have friends from all walks of life. When I tell you I could care less. I could care less. I don't care if you're gay, if you're bi, if you I don't care if you're poly, if you I promise you, I'm one of the most non-judgmental people you'll ever meet. I do not care what you like to get your freak on. I don't care that you like, as long as it's legal and everybody's a willing participant. And you're not hurting nobody, and you're not keeping those, and you're not on no DL shit. As long as you ain't on no DL shit, I don't care. I accept everybody. But the thing is, Porsche be playing games. Hold on, I fucked up my life. Porsche don't be keeping it real. But that's enough, y'all. We gonna see because I know this is gonna be fodder. This is just gonna be a lot of fodder, and it's just gonna be a lot now. It's just gonna be a lot. It's just. But she did say, you guys, she did say a couple weeks ago at BravoCon that she is dating a man and a woman. She did say that. So I guess this was her debut, honey. She don't know what she doing. This bitch just giving it out. All right, let's move on from Portia and her big old bubble butt. Portia's body is sickening. I'm not even gay, but I would definitely let me shut up. Let me not say that. Let me not even ooh, almost told my own tea. Let me shut the fuck up. Anyway, Portia's fine. That's all y'all need to know. Is that Portia is very sexy. All right, let's go on to we gonna keep it in Atlanta. We gonna keep it in Atlanta, Georgia. Y'all, we gonna take it to Todd and Candy. Todd and Candy, Candy and Todd. Y'all, it's going places. Their divorce is going places that I did not want it to. So we're gonna talk about the headline and then we're gonna dive in because at first, y'all, when I heard that Ty was trying to get full custody, my jaw was dropped. And I was looking at him like, you trifling Negro. But I read the article and it's actually not as trifling as it seemed. And so this is just a friendly reminder to you guys and myself. Me too. I am a former journalist and I still have to keep myself in check in regards to not just reading headlines and not just reading the caption, but taking the time to actually read the article. Like it's very hypocritical of me because I used to be the one writing the articles. For those that are new to me, or for those that forget, I worked with the Jasmine brand on and off for several years. I've written over 1,000 articles for them. So I was the one behind the keyboard writing articles about these fucked up celebrities. And I have to remind myself even now that Monique, do not just look at the headline, read beyond the headline, okay? Because I'm not gonna lie, I was about to cuss Todd clean out. Thank you, Allie C. We listen and we don't judge. We listen and we don't judge. I know exactly what you're referencing. Um, yeah, so I was about to clean. I was about to cuss Todd clean out, but then I read the article. But oh my God, why is my computer acting haywire? Okay, let me pull it up. Let's pull it up, baby. Let's pull it up, baby. Where is it? Okay, so reports said Condi. What is wrong with me? Candy Bird's ex Todd Tucker demands primary custody. Questions prenuptial agreement. Okay, let me pull up the article. Let me pull up the article so we can read the specifics before we jump Todd because I was ready to jump Todd. Okay, and I want to see once we read the article together, I want to see if you guys still want to jump him or not. Okay, y'all, my computer is acting a little slow, so I'm scared that it might crash in a second. And if it does, please just stand by in regards to me hopping back on the live. I'm just nervous. It's acting a little psychotic. And hello, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button right now. Right now. A lot of y'all are jumping in and out. In and out. I need y'all to hit that like. Hit that like button. Okay. Can y'all see the screen? Yes, no, maybe so. Candy Burris' ex, Todd Tucker, requests primary custody of questions prenuptial a prenup as the divorce turns ugly. Okay, so Candy's estranged husband, Todd Tucker, has requested primary custody of their two children and is questioning their prenup in their divorce. On November 26th, the businessman reportedly filed a response to his estranged wife's divorce petition. In the documents, which were obtained by U.S. Weekly, Tucker, 52, claimed that he and the escape singer's two children, Ace, 9 years old, and daughter Blaze, 6, are currently residing with him in Georgia as Burris tends to out of state work obligations, which is very true. The former Real Housewives of Atlanta, hold on, come on, page 6. The former Real Housewives of Atlanta husband noted in the docs that Burr's work obligations will continue to require her to be away from the children for at least the next several months. This is true. The parties have been working cooperatively in an effort to resolve all issues, and Tucker remains committed to continuing those discussions in good faith. This is what Tucker's filing read. Tucker said in the filing that if, this is important, guys, listen, 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 listen. Tucker said in the filing that if he and Burris are unable to reach a custody deal, he will then be seeking primary physical custody, joint legal custody, and final decision making authority. Let's read that again. Tucker said in the court filing if he and Candy Burris are unable to reach a custody deal, he will be seeking primary physical custody, joint legal custody, and final decision making authority. However, Tucker praised his ex, saying that he recognizes Candy as a loving and capable parent and remains sincerely hopeful that prior and continued discussions between the parties will bring full resolution of all matters. Oh Lord. Additionally, the T. Tucker Productions LLC founder also brought up the prenuptial agreement he signed ahead of April 2014 wedding. Per US Weekly, Tucker suggested that he was pressured into signing the prenup without proper legal representation. This is true. In the docs, Tucker's attorneys said the agreement was presented to Tucker without Tucker's having counsel, even though Burris, then counsel, had communicated previously with Tucker's team regarding a potential prenup agreement. Despite that knowledge, Candy's counsel presented the final agreement to Tucker for signature immediately before the wedding ceremony without any notice to or consultation with Tucker's team, who had been significantly engaged in negotiation process. You guys, it doesn't matter where y'all stand, it's true and it's documented on TV. Okay, we can go back to 2014. We can go back to 2014 in that wedding special. And I'm so sorry. Candy was dead wrong. I remember feeling this way back in 2014, and I still feel this way to today in 2025. Candy was completely wrong. And if the roles were reversed and a man did what Candy did, we would have been even more irate. But because it was reversed, we were like, oh, okay. No, Candy was fucking wrong. Like, if you guys don't remember, Candy waited to the 11th fucking hour to be like, hey, nigga, sign this prenup. Todd did not have any legal counsel. His legal counsel wasn't there. Candy kind of sprung it on him. Like, yeah, they were already having conversations and negotiations prior, but there was no like warning, like, hey, Todd, I'm going to have my attorney come here on Saturday, hours before our wedding, to have you sign. Like, yes, I'm telling you, from a legal standpoint, it is going to be so easy to argue that he signed that under distress, because it was done poorly. It was done very poorly on Candy's part. And that's where the selfishness from Candy and Mama Joyce in her ear, that's where I think Candy goes wrong. Y'all know Todd got flaws, and I have no problem talking about Todd's flaws, child. We have seen it on TikTok. TikTok is not letting us forget about Todd's flaws over the last couple years. And y'all know, if you guys follow Candy and Todd, which I follow both of them separately, they have always been very open. Just they've always had very open dialogue with the public, with their fan base, with social media, even before TikTok. But they would do Instagram lives and different lives and YouTube lives, and you know, and they would have various conversations about shit. And y'all, it's been going viral. The clips, the way y'all been roasting Todd has been hilarious. Now, I gotta be fair. There were certain conversations that came up in some of those videos where I agree with Todd, and then there were some that came up where I agree with Candy. And I'm just gonna say this: I don't care. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter who it is in life. When two people get a divorce, unless there's physical abuse happening, you are to assume that it is never the divorce, the dissolve of a marriage is never just because of one thing. It's never because of just one person. If you take out abuse and all that toxic stuff, 9 times out of 10, both parties contributed, right, to the end of their marriage. So I'm not you're, I'm not gonna be like swaying one way. Like, Candy was wrong about a lot of stuff, and she was right about a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that I was on Candy's side. Todd was wrong about a lot of stuff, and he was also right about a lot of stuff. And I could really break this shit down. I could really break it down. I don't think I want to do it today, but it's just a lot. Shayna says they had conversations prior, and I believe he waited to sign to pull this. I knew this would be the no. I can't. I cannot give him that credit, because I've watched that wedding episode like since 2014. Even, I mean, I've watched it before, like now. Todd was very uncomfortable. He was not. This was not a scheme. Todd, I'm not giving that man that much credit. Todd did not foresee. No, Todd was very uncomfortable. He felt ambushed. He felt uncomfortable. He felt like Candy was screwing him up. I'm just being honest, it was poorly done. And Todd felt backed into a corner. It was so uncomfortable to even watch. It was very uncomfortable to watch. Like, so I ain't giving that nigga that much credit. Todd ain't that fucking smart. No shade. Todd is cool. Todd is cool. I don't want no smoke with Todd. I did interviews for his cast of Don't Bring Your Man to Atlanta. Todd is cool. I would like to work with him in the future. I've heard nothing but good things about Todd in his work ethic and how he treats his staff on production sets. I've heard nothing but good things. But that nigga not that smart. Candy was wrong. Candy was wrong. The way she did the prenup thing, Candy was wrong. I can't even sit here and try to. Candy was wrong. Candy was wrong. And because it's documented on that wedding special, it will be very easy to prove that he was under distress and he didn't have proper legal counsel, and they did kind of ambush him. Not to mention, Mama Joyce was being a bitch that entire wedding special. She was actually being nasty to Kayla, Todd's daughter. It was so nasty. But nonetheless, you guys, per the Page Six article, it's not as bad as the headline made it seem. Um, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Um, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't like that Todd potentially would be trying to do soul custody. I think that is just muddying the waters way too much. I think that would bring a level of toxicity to their co-parenting and everything. However, I'm trying to be devil's advocate and be as objective as I can be. Do we have a problem with this because he's a man? Because I'm gonna be very honest with you guys, and this is not because I follow both of them on social media for years. This isn't for me what I'm about to say. It's not like Todd is manipulating, like, oh, I'm gonna show y'all I'm with the kids now so I can prove in court. Todd, for the last few years, Todd is with the kids 90%. I'm sorry. And there's no shade. Candy obviously got more money than him. Candy be working more than Todd. You know what I'm saying? It's no shade. Todd works. Todd does work. But let's keep it above. Candy is the breadwinner. So yes, Candy be working. Candy be fucking working. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Todd be having them kids 85% of the time. Whether they have a nanny or not, doesn't fucking matter. He is the one picking them kids up from school. He's with them kids. And this is not a ploy. This is not a scheme that he set up. I've been following them for years. Todd be with them fucking kids. And so I'm gonna be honest, it's not gonna be hard for a judge to be like, well, the kids are primarily with the dad. Let's not forget when Candy first said they want to have kids. Y'all remember how Riley was acting? Riley was like, "Why do you want kids? You barely." No, it was when they were gonna have Blaze, and Riley was like, "Why do you want another one? You're barely here anyway. You're barely with Ace. You're barely here." Do y'all remember Riley's attitude? Please remember that. Please remember that. Please remember that. And again, Candy is an amazing mom. No one is taking away from her mothering. I think she's an amazing mom. She loves her babies. That's no question that she loves her babies. But listen, I don't even think it should get to that point. I feel like they need to have joint custody. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I think they should have joint custody because I feel like because Candy be gone so much, I feel like what the fuck is changing? Like what's gonna change? Like the only thing that's gonna change is y'all are gonna have to kind of coordinate y'all schedules more. But Candy's always gone anyway, and I hate to say that to make her sound like she's not a good mom, but she is gone all the time. We're not gonna act like she's not. Y'all literally it's documented on Instagram. Like, and don't just pay attention right now. Go back 8 months ago. Go back a year ago. I go back 2 years ago. I'm gonna be. I just. It's not. I'm not. I don't have a dog in this fight. Like, so I have no reason to like be blindly loyal to either of them. I'm trying to be objective. It's just the truth. Todd be with them kids a lot. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let me look at the comments. What's up, Lawrence? I know Mama Joyce going, child, you know she going on. She was wrong for marrying him. That's where she went wrong. I rewatched too. He said prior to the wedding that, yeah, I mean, but you have to understand, discussing something and then having legal counsel to review the final document is two different things. We can discuss an agreement all day and night, but it's different between I'm sending this document over to you tomorrow. You and your legal team, I'm giving y'all 2 weeks to look at this and then come back with notes. That's not what they did. She did not give Todd that ability to then look at the document, okay? Because it's clear that her lawyer was the one doing the prenup. Candy robbed Todd of the opportunity for Todd to then take the document. Let's go over it again. Let's finalize it. Let's go over it again with my team. Let's put some notes. She took that. She took that away from him. I gotta be fair. It wasn't right. It wasn't right. And if I was in that shoe, I wouldn't feel. I wouldn't feel. If I was Todd, I would have felt like what the like. It wasn't cool. It was not cool. And I remember at that time, a lot of people were side eyeing Candy. It wasn't cool how she did it. I think people were in his ear giving him counsel so that he could fight the prenup later if need be. I'm definitely not on Ty's side. I can't call him an opportunist. I don't feel like I really don't feel like Todd's an opportunist. I really don't. I cannot say that. I think Mamba Joyce put that out there and people ran with it without any merit. I cannot call that man an opportunist. I can't do it. I can't do that. Do I agree with all his ways? No, but I can't call him that. The prenup is fair. We can split what we've earned. Anything before, yeah. So look, I agree with that part, Shayna. So that part of the prenup, I think, is fair. I don't agree with if we divorce, you have 30 days to get out. First of all, that was in 2014. The housing market in 2014 is nothing like today. I can tell you in Atlanta, sure, in Atlanta back in 2014, if Candy and Todd got a divorce, and I'll give you this, if Candy and Todd got a divorce in 2016 and she said, nigga, get the fuck out in 30 days, there's a good chance he would have found something. Today, oh, bitch. That's fucked up. So, there were parts of the prenup that I felt were a little questionable. And I can't be mad at him for questioning his rights, but I do agree that that part of the prenup was fair. Yes, we can split what we've earned together during the marriage. Anything before, I totally agree with that. I think anything that Candy made before, I'm totally I'm totally in agreement with that. But there were a couple things in the prenup that were a little tricky. Poor Riley, but time away hurts the kids. It does. I'm sorry, Riley called it. Riley called it. She didn't want her mom to have another kid. She literally said, "Mom, you don't even spend time with Ace." She called her mom out. It's on camera. So if he has primary custody, it's still considered joint. Okay, him having primary is fair, and he's been setting up a case. Now, yeah, oh, girl, yeah. Now, I think over the last couple of years he's been setting up a case, but no one's gonna convince me that he's been setting up a case since 2014. Fuck no. But the last few years, absolutely, sister, absolutely. I can get behind that. Yeah. My take is he was waiting around to sign, and the day came, and she said, "Sign it or not." Ooh, shit. Hey, I can believe that. We have no idea what happened off camera because we weren't there. Of course, yeah, of course. But I listen. I don't put too much past people now. I ain't that naive. I do agree. I can see that. I can see. Shayna makes a good point. Shayna says her take is Todd was waiting around to sign the prenup, and then the day came, and Candy was like, "Nigga, sign it or not." I could see that too. I could see that too. His content confirms he's an opportunist for me. Mama Joyce, what do you mean his content? I don't know what you mean by that. His content confirms he's an opportunist for me. Mama Joyce just happened to be right. Your landlord can evict you in 30 days. That's fair. Drew still can't get. Yeah, that right. Yeah. Yeah, 30, yeah, Ralph and yeah, that's true. Nobody want to have a Ralph and Drew situation. I still do not agree with the opportunist thing. I think that word is so unfair, was so unfairly put on Todd because it was put on Todd by Mama Joyce, and Mama Joyce had little to no merit. You know, I don't think he's an opportunist. I think Todd is a hustler. He's a New York nigga. I think he's a hustler. I think he's a business guy. I think I think it's less about Todd being an opportunist, and I think it's more about Todd being an insecure man. I think that being with Candy, and this is not really Candy's fault. Do I think that Candy could have done some things a little bit better? Yes, but I do think he became insecure. I think Mama Joyce and her rhetoric made Todd insecure. I think the streets commenting on things made him insecure. I think once Mama Joyce put in the atmosphere about the money and this and just putting him down, I just think that was unfair to him. Again, it was with little to no merit. You know what I'm saying? And it's just kind of like, I think that stuck with him for years and years. Again, that's not Candy's job to fix that. I feel like if Todd is still harboring insecurities and resentment from things that happened throughout the marriage and Mama Joyce I think that's some shit that he should have went to therapy with. Now we don't know those people's business. I don't know if they went to therapy. For all I know, they could have tried therapy. But and I'm not trying to convince anybody. I'm just giving y'all my opinion from a different standpoint. I think it's way less of opportunist, and I think it's really more of Todd being insecure. I think Todd was insecure in his marriage. I think Todd was insecure about the finances. I think Todd was insecure about what people said about him. I think Todd was insecure about people comparing him to Candy, which I understand. Shit, I'd be insecure too, but I don't think he should have projected that onto Candy. You know what I'm saying? And I also think there are times where Candy could have done better as a wife. I do think Candy, and I love Candy, I admire Candy, but I'm so sorry. I watch the show just like everybody else, and I'm very objective. Candy has a very stubborn attitude, and I think she gets it from Mama Joyce. I think she gets it from essentially being an only child. I know her older brother passed away a long time ago. Rest in peace to him. But Candy was an only child. Candy was a celebrity at 17. Candy has a very much so my way or no way attitude. My way or no way. And her final season on RHOA, I will never forget when they were going to that. Todd had a property up in New Jersey, right in like across the city, right from New York City, and they were saying like, "Yo, we're going back and forth with, we're going back and forth to New York. Da da da. It would be good to have a property." Okay, so him and Candy went to go tour the property. Again, this is their final season on RHOA. So I don't know if y'all remember. They go to the property. It's a nice apartment, nice ass fucking condo, whatever, whatever, dope as fuck. Candy gonna sit up on fucking national television and challenge him and be like, I don't know if I want to stay here because you had this place with your old bitch. Todd was like, babe, you know how Todd talk, babe, that was 20 years ago, babe. Candy, be for fucking real. That was 20 years ago. You're gonna let go of property of Todd's and not use it to your benefit because a bitch was in there 20 years ago? Are you dumb? Todd had to remind her and say, Miss Mamas, when I got with you and I moved into your house, you had niggas in and out your bed before I came up in there. Were you not dating and having sex and doing all types of stuff with men in your house? Did I put up a fuss? Or did I listen? A lot of people are trying to like pick at stuff about Todd, and some of it is very much so valid. But I think a lot of people are forgetting how much Todd compromised and how much Todd conformed to Candy and her demands and her wants and her needs. Candy has been very selfish. I think Candy is, when it comes to Todd and their marriage and their sanctity and union as husband and wife, I think Candy has been selfish in several situations. I think people are cherry picking what we remember, and I get it. No one's gonna remember 14 years of a show. I know I'm fucking not. But I'm just saying, I think we're cherry picking. I think right now everyone is dumping on Todd and picking him apart for his shit, rightfully so. But I do want people to let's start reeling the footage now of Candy and her shortcomings, because Candy was not perfect in this marriage. I need y'all to know that Candy was not perfect in this marriage because Todd moved into that house and Candy was definitely fucking and having men in that house and doing all types of stuff and was dating niggas and doing all types of stuff before she met Todd in that house. And he didn't make no fuss about it. But you gonna sit here and tell him he gonna have to sell his property in Jersey because a bitch was in there with him 20 years ago? Candy, stop. And he, in the episode, he even said it. He was like, babe, can I have something of my own, babe? Like, I'm always doing your thing. I'm always conforming to you in Atlanta and your friends and your family. Can you kind of reciprocate? He said it. He literally said it. We can look it up together, y'all. And I think when it comes to marriage, not boyfriend, girlfriend, we're talking about becoming one. I do think it's very important for both parties to not make things so much about my, me. I don't think that's sexy. I don't think that's appropriate. I don't like it. And I feel like if it was a man doing it to a woman, we would have a different stance. I'm trying to be objective. I love Candy. She had her flaws. I like Todd. He had his flaws. And that's all I'm saying is that they both had flaws. I just feel like everybody's shitting on Todd right now, but we gonna have to start rolling the beautiful beam footage and showing some of Candy's shortcomings as a wife, because she wasn't always right. Um, Candy never seemed overly happy about having them babies. She probably, I don't want to get into. I don't know. I know Candy is a good mom and she loves her kids, but I think she prioritizes career over kids. And I'm sorry, all the clips going viral from you from his, yeah, those terrible clips are his content that he put on. He's a clown. Girl, yeah. The shit has been funny. Him and his beard definitely looks goofy. Oh, he looks so, man, when he talks about the threesome and oh, your friend cannot fuck your friend cannot fuck. I was like, what are we? It was just the last name change. Like, I was Team Candy because it was like Candy explained, right? Like Candy literally explained why she kept Burris. She did not want Riley to feel left out. Like I feel like at first I was like, damn Candy, are you being selfish again? But when she broke it down, I was like, okay, Candy, like I get what you're saying. She's like, yeah, like I don't want to just like, meet this new guy, have these kids, and then drop Riley. And I totally understood it. And Todd like couldn't get past that. He was like, yeah, but I just feel like respectfully, you should take the man's well, goddamn nigga, she hyphenated it. Like I think Todd was extremely insecure. And instead of working it out in therapy or working it out in marriage therapy with Candy, I felt like he just kept gaslighting her. Excuse me, I feel like he kept on throwing shots at her. I feel like he kept on throwing subliminals at it's just they both were wrong. I can't even they both was wrong in their marriage. Mama George was nasty, rude, and mean. She should have minded her business. She wasn't wrong though. Candy probably stayed to prove her. Hey, you never know. People do that too. The sad part is most people on these shows relationship lead down. I know, so sad. I agree with Todd being insecure, very insecure. He just doesn't like his wife, and this happens a lot. That's no. I don't even think he don't. I don't. You might be right. But I don't think it's. I don't like Candy. I think it's picking back off of like the insecurity, right, and like the resentment. And I feel like he's It's so clear. It's so fucking clear. And I see why Shayna was like he don't like Candy. I can see it, bro, because when I watch the videos back, he just has such a disdain. And I feel like, and this is what I'm about to say, I'm not even going to say that is not valid. I think Todd has valid points. I do think Candy has at times emasculated him. I do think Candy's family has emasculated him. I do feel like Candy has had it very easy. You have to think of the duration of their 14-year relationship. Candy is Things have always been on Candy's turf. Candy hasn't had to be uncomfortable. The one time Todd had a little bit of backing was from his mom. And sadly, I'm so sad, his mom died at the very beginning of their marriage, their relationship. She died, Mama Sharon died in like 2015. So Todd has never had family to kind of have his back or have friends to have. Everything's always been on Candy's turf. So I feel like Candy was never made to feel uncomfortable. I feel like Todd was very much so made to feel uncomfortable. And I feel like over the years, there was a lot of times where I felt like Candy did not fully appreciate Todd. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not saying that's the truth. I'm just saying that's what it came off like. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and I've had this conversation over the years with many people. Most men would have left Candy a long time ago. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Most men would have been left Candy because the male ego is extremely fragile. The male ego is extremely fragile by nature, by design. And then you're going to have your mom emasculate me and tarnish my name and character on national fucking television? Most niggas would have been left Candy. I'm telling y'all. And not because she's a bad person and not because she's a horrible wife, but because of the optics and everything that he had to do. He could have resented Candy and Mama Joyce after his mama died. I'm just saying there's blame to go around, and that's all I'm gonna say. And that's how I'm gonna close this Candy thing out. In Todd is I'm gonna say in their 14-year relationship, they were married for 11, together for 14. In their 14-year relationship, I'm just gonna say there's a lot of blame to go around, and I don't know. I really hope it doesn't get nasty. Very insecure, and and you know what, Shane, I agree. I really think he stopped liking his wife. I think he stopped liking Candy. I think he grew so resentful. It's so unfortunate. No one is perfect when it comes to that prenup. There's nothing to fight, especially if he claims to have that's true, child. Ooh, I agree. His family has emasculated him, which makes me wonder why he wanted to go through with this. I think he loved, but I'm gonna be honest, watching them for 14 years, he loves Candy. Like it might not have been clear these last few years, but I will say, like, he loves Candy. I really I feel it. I feel it when I think of their totality of their relationship. Maybe not the last few years, but the decade before, yeah, he loves Candy. And they had a nice little situation. It wasn't that hard having threesomes and shit. And I don't got no tea on that. I'm not even gonna bring it to the forefront. Matter of fact, let me put my all comments made on this platform are alleged because I don't got no tea. I'm a shut up. I'm going to shut the fuck up, and then I'm gonna let things play out. And then if something does come to fruition, then I'll come back on here and tell y'all what I know. Allegedly, everything's allegedly. I don't know shit. Do you think if she was still on the show, they would? No, no. I think the show would have. I think the show. I think if they never. Okay, let's say hypothetical. If Candy never stopped taping RHOA, girl, I think we would have seen the dissolving of their marriage sooner. I think we as the viewer would have been able to like, oh bitch, there's cracks. There's cracks. I think more so like that. Either way, you guys, I'm fucking sad. Candy and Todd were one of my favorite couples, Hollywood couples. I thought they beat the odds. I thought I felt like they did beat the odds. No one thought they were gonna last this long. So and I as I've gotten older, I think even if you divorce, I don't think that means your marriage was a failure. I feel like if you were together for 14 years and 9 of those years were amazing, you had a great 9-year marriage. Is that bad for me to think that? Like I just feel like it's devastating when a marriage ends, but I just feel like if we were together for 14 years, we were married for 10, 11. We had 8 good years. That's amazing. That's amazing. The streets are saying he got someone pregnant. Maybe. Oh, I think that's fake news. I saw that. That's kind of fake news. Um, I there's something else I've heard, but I'm gonna shut up because I'm way too close to the I'm too close to I got people that know them that I'm cool. I don't want to talk about it no more. I feel like I've even said too fucking much, to be honest. Because one thing y'all don't realize is Atlanta is small as fuck. Atlanta is small as fuck. And and now with Instagram, it could be a thing of, oh, you know this person? Oh, this girl. Oh, wait, let me go on her page. Oh, wait, we got mutual. Oh, like y'all don't. I got in trouble. I got in trouble last year for some shit that I said simply because of my association to someone who's associated with this record company who like I ain't shit. I ain't nobody. I got 1.43 subs. I ain't shit. But I'm telling you that Instagram life, bitch, I need to shut the fuck up now because Instagram be getting me in trouble. And I gotta stop commenting. I gotta start commenting on Instagram on my burner page because that's how I got caught up last year. And I almost got in trouble. And I was like, oh no, I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke with them people. And these people worked for a big record label. I said, bitch, I don't want no smoke. I'll delete. You want me to delete the comment? I'll delete the comment. So I gotta start commenting on Instagram on my fucking burner account, bitch. Again, I'm not nobody special, but you'd be surprised how small Atlanta is. And now the power of social media. 11 years is a long time. Okay, in this industry. Okay. I'm not sad, but I hope the children. Me too. Me too, Shayna. I just be thinking about the babies, man. And the thing is, those kids love Todd and those kids love Candy. Like those kids love their parents. I'm gonna tell you right now, Candy is a great mom and Todd is a good dad. I'm telling you, if they haven't done nothing right, those kids are really amazing children. Lawrence report these ATL streets is top, baby. I want to say something. So the thing is, y'all know it's not them. It's another. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I almost still. I wanted to spill some tea, but I'm not gonna. It ain't even tea at this point because we kind of know this niggas out here doing dirt. It's not Todd. It's somebody else. But anyway, another couple that is on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I'll just say that. Um, there's going to be a whole bunch of rumors coming out, which is why I'm glad she's no longer on the. That's so true, Shayna. Get the burner account popping, right, Lawrence? Like, swear to God, bro. I need someone to remind me that, like, Monique, stop posting on your main page, post on your burner. Okay, enough of this. I'm so sorry. We talked about this for way longer than I thought, but we had to flush out some stuff, and I really enjoy hearing y'all's perspective. Shout out to Shayna. Shayna always has really good intellect and different perspectives and I really do actually like that, so I appreciate y'all for being interactive. Okay, so Portia's gay. We talked about Portia being gay. Todd and Candy. Okay, y'all want to laugh? I want to laugh. Let's talk about 50 Cent. 50 fucking cent. Let me tell y'all something. 50 fucking cent, bro. I don't fear no man. I don't fear no man. I fear 50 Cent. Bitch, I would never in my life, where's this nigga at? I would never in my life want to piss off 50 Cent. Do you hear me? I I don't believe in kissing nobody's ass and I don't believe in doing all that. But baby, you know who I will just bite the bullet for and I just you got it, Fifth. You got it, boo. I don't want no smoke, baby. I don't want no smoke, baby. Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. I want no smoke. I want no smoke because this nigga right here is one of the most pettiest and immature men, human beings, human beings on the planet. At least he said never become his op. I'm telling you, I fear no man on this earth but 50 Cent. I fear no man on this earth but 50 Cent. I don't fear no motherfucker in the government, bitch. But I fear 50 Cent. I don't want no smoke, 50. 50 Cent, y'all. I think a lot of us thought this was a joke and a scheme and a whatever you want to call it. I don't think many of us I don't think many of us thought that 50 Cent was really about to do no fucking documentary on Diddy. If you did class, raise your hand. If you knew in your bone marrow that 50 Cent was gonna do a for real do a documentary, raise your hand. Cause I didn't. Cause I freaking did not. Cause I freaking did not. Let's look at this, please, shall we? Let's take a look, class.
Video also shows Combs in Harlem greeting fans.
Fuck that, bro. Lord, you win. I'm gonna win. Lord, you win. Be with it. I'll accept it. I need some hand sanitizer. Hold on. I got it. I've been out in the streets amongst the people. Yeah, I gotta take a bath. Like the amount of people that actually I'm coming in contact with, like that's what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like 150 hugs.
You're a public person as well, and there was one instance in Harlem, and his reaction when those people
went away.
Got in his
car and said, I feel like I need to wash, like I'm dirt. That was it should show you his character.
Was that the reason for including it?
Yeah. I mean, and what's the odds that you would do that in front of the camera? Like that's one of the moments where he forgot he was on tape.
Exclusive video also shows
Hold on, because I'm trying to understand. I'm actually glad I showed that clip, but that's not the clip I was gonna play initially. I'm confused. I, let me see.
Now, Fifth, when you
No, because I'm trying to understand how exactly did 50 get this footage?
How do you respond to people who say that it's more about the disdain that you have for Sean Combs than it is for giving the victims a platform?
What they consider a pre-existing beef, right? For 20 years, right? Is me being uncomfortable with him suggesting that he takes me shopping, or I looked at it like it was like a tester. Like maybe you'll come play with me type of thing, right? And it's not personal.
I think it's important to also let people know that the show is not completely the perspectives of people that did not like Sean. We weren't trying to just get the highlights, the salacious details, that the real goal was to storytell. And not everyone needed to have an allegation to be a part of this project.
How do you respond to people who say that?
So during a sit down, not Paris Hilton in the back of that picture. Okay, during a sit down on Good Morning America, 50 Cent addressed his issues with Diddy ahead of the documentary he's executive producing about the now imprisoned rap mogul. He says the situation is not personal, noting that he even cast two of Diddy's kids in his TV shows. 50 Cent said today, "What feud? I put two of his kids in my scripted TV shows. I just didn't like," he said, "fruity shit to me. And he said fruity crap to me. I don't like that." I call cap. 50, my love. I call cap. I call freaking cap on that. It's definitely personal. You want to know when the shit got personal? So I don't think it was personal before. You want to know when the shit got personal? When Diddy was effing your baby mother. When Diddy was effing Daphne. When Diddy was effing 50's baby mother. You know, that's when the shit got personal. Because I do feel like at first it was rah, 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 ha, 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 ha. The shit got personal. The shit got personal when 50 found out that Daphne was fucking Diddy. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a bean. Let's keep it a bean buck. That, folks, is when the shit got personal. Because I don't give a fuck what nobody say. As a man, what did I say a few minutes ago? The male ego is extremely fragile by nature, by design. It's a proven fact. Don't argue with me. Argue with your mammy. The male ego is fragile. 50 didn't give a fuck about none of that shit. When 50 found out that Diddy was effing his baby mother, that that is when it got personal. And I wish somebody would argue with me on that. That's when the shit got personal. You fucking what used to be mine? You're effing the mother of my child? You're effing the mother of my child? Oh, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. No man can take that. No man is gonna handle that well. No man. I'm a woman. I wouldn't handle that well. The fuck? I wouldn't handle that well. So I know damn sure 50 Cent ain't gonna handle that well. So he's saying all this on some PR stuff. He is saying he's saying all of that on some PR stuff. Okay. 50, it's personal for 50 Cent. I don't give a good goddamn what he says to Gail King. I don't give a good goddamn what he says to y'all on Instagram. The shit became personal for 50 when Diddy started effing Daphne, 50's baby mother. I thought we were unstable. Yes, society wants it to be that women are so unstable and we are so emotional. Human beings are emotional. Men are emotional all the fucking time. All the time men are emotional. Women, we are emotional too. But we've learned to process our emotions. Majority of men have not been taught or even encouraged to process their emotions. That's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. I would love to talk psychology and sociology and the social constructs of I love that type of stuff, but I'm gonna save it for another day, honey. But so I'm confused, right? Because this documentary, the clips that were released today, and y'all are all in my business, and I'm letting y'all be in my business. Um, the clips that were released today, they seem like very private. Um, oh, y'all worried in my business. Ha ha ha. The clips that were revealed today in the documentary, Diddy's doc, seem like very like intimate, personal clips that like Diddy's team was documenting. So I'm very confused on how this came about. Is Diddy a part of the documentary? Like, am I making sense? Why I'm so confused? Let me see if I can do a little Google schmoogle. Maybe see if I can read an article. This is where we have to go back to reading articles, like I said in the beginning of my live. Um, who do I want to read? USA Today. Because am I making sense why it's so confusing to me, guys? It's so confusing to me where this footage came from Diddy and his team. So was this was this footage going to be used by Diddy and his team initially, and then um like who handed this footage over to 50 Cent and the production team? I'm confused. And my computer is running so slow. WTF. Are y'all still with me? Say something in the comments, honey. And please make sure y'all hitting that thumbs up button to like this video. Disable my ad blocker. Yo, these fucking ad blocker stuff, I'm about to get upset. Okay. So 50 Cent, oh, it's gonna be on Netflix? You guys, do y'all see how slow this shit is? With all these pop-ups and stuff? That's why I have to have this shit queued up already. Y'all, I'm so sorry this is taking a long time. I like to have my shit queued up. Ay, Dios mío. You know what? We're gonna exit out of USA Today. I'm not fucking with it. I'm not effing with it. Okay. Okay, thank you, Alice. Oh, and y'all, please, right now, stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing and hit the thumbs up button to like this video right now, right now, right now, right now, right now. Yeah, yeah. Hit that thumbs up button. Replay crew, replay crew. Y'all know what to do, baby. If you were not able to catch the live and you're watching it on the replay, please, please show your girl some love. Leave a comment for me and like the video. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get my channel back where it needs to be. I'm trying to get back in the algorithm. I feel like the minute you stop being consistent on YouTube, bitch, they just be pushing your shit like, ah. Anyway, y'all, I'm over this 50 Cent shit, but I have to be a good journalist and provide you guys context. Um, I need more information because I'm trying to understand. One, I want to know who the production company is. I want to know how did they get that footage from um, Diddy and his camp. Rapper Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, who executive produced an upcoming Netflix documentary about Sean Diddy Combs, addressed his ongoing feud with the hip hop mogul. And the secret video he obtained of Combs recorded days before his arrest in 2024. Jackson has been working on the documentary titled Sean Combs: The Reckoning with director Alexandria Stapleton for over a year now. The series includes never before seen videos of Combs recorded in early September of 2024 discussing his legal troubles. Jackson declined to. Okay. The journalist in me needed to know. And guess what this sentence says? Jackson declined to say how he got the video. You guys, the plot thickens. Do you see why I had this question? Do you see why my brain was wondering how the fuck he got this footage? It's a scheme that Todd set up. Because who in Diddy's camp? Ah! Traitor, you betrayed me. You never go against the family. Who in Diddy's camp? How much did they get paid? These are the questions. These are the questions I want to know. These are the messy questions that I want to know. How the did y'all not hear me? I said, how the fuck did he get that footage? And looked in the messy ass article. Shout out to NBC News. Yo, Jackson, aka 50 Cent, declined to say how he got the video footage. That's so funny to me. In it, Holmes appears to be in a hotel room. We have to find somebody that'll work with us that has dealt in the dirtiest of dirty business. We're losing, he says. 6 days, okay, 6 days after the video was recorded, Combs was arrested by federal agents at a New York City hotel and charged with racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation for purposes of prostitution. In July, a jury acquitted him of racketeering and sex trafficking, but convicted him on two lesser counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. In October, he was sentenced to 50 months in prison. That's right, 50. Combs' publicist said in a statement that the video was never, oh shit, it was never authorized for release, and that it includes private moments and conversations, including involving legal strategy, which is true. The footage was created for an entirely different purpose under an arrangement that was never completed, and no rights were ever transferred to Netflix. A payment dispute between outside parties does not create permission for Netflix to use unlicensed private material. None of this footage came oh shit, or his team. And wow, its inclusion raises serious questions about how it was obtained and why Netflix chose to use it. This is interesting. There must be a legal loophole because I do wonder. Netflix felt so comfortable. For Netflix to feel so comfortable with releasing it, like legally, initially, I'm like, hey, this might be illegal. But as big as Netflix is, I would think that they would have run this by their legal team extensively and would have gotten the okay. I don't know. Sometimes people and companies are not as smart as you would think. This is insane. We moved heaven and earth to keep the filmmaker's identity confidential. One thing about Sean Combs is that he's always filming himself, and it's been an obsession throughout the decades. We also reached out to Sean Combs' legal team for an interview and comment multiple times, but did not hear back. This is interesting. Um, Guys, I do wonder. Like, I would love to talk to a lawyer about this because I do wonder. I wonder the ramifications of this and if there will be any blowback on Netflix. Um, that's crazy as fuck. Diddy thought those moments were private, and now the whole world's about to see it. That's some fuck shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's shady. We don't know who gave the recording. That's shady. Someone leaked it. It's a lot of shit going on. Anyway, this should be interesting. This should be, yeah, 50 is diabolical. Like 50 is diabolical. And I'm trying to tell you guys, like, this nigga has gone through great lengths. You think he would have went through great lengths just for no reason? No. He has it out for Diddy because Diddy fucks his baby mama. And I don't give a fuck what y'all try to say. Y'all think 50 Cent is a god? 50 Cent is a man with a penis. I don't know what to tell y'all. It's get back. It's fucking get back. You fucked my baby mama. I'm about to screw you over. You already know 50 Cent is like, if you got beef with me, we got beef forever. Shout out to Cardi B. Him and Ja Rule been beefing for 25 years. Like, the nigga was beefing with Irv Gotti until Irv Gotti died. And then even when Irv Gotti died, that nigga was still talking shit about Irv Gotti on his deathbed. I'm moving on to our final story. Our final story. And I love that I'm covering a lot of men because women always get slack for being messy in this. You niggas is messy. You niggas is messy. And I love when men hold other men accountable. I absolutely love it. And finally we have men holding other men accountable. So Shannon Sharpe and Chad Ochocinco call out Trevor Boykin, he's a former NFL player. This nigga was on a podcast and was talking cash money ish about Russell Wilson and his family. Let's take a listen before we dive in.
Russell Wilson, I went to his house for Thanksgiving. Uh-huh. The weirdest feel like he catered. So no, you know, like, bro, I come from a traditional country ass black family. We doing that. If I got as much money as Russell Wilson, my whole family would talk about me so bad if I ain't fly everybody out there for Thanksgiving. And I'm sponsored by an airline.
Yeah. Maybe he's not close to his family.
And maybe he not. But his mama wasn't there. Sisters wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even though, like, it still weird to me. I'm just still, even if you don't fool with your family, like, it still weird to me on Thanksgiving. My family gonna do the food. This is what we gonna do. If you the one with the money, we coming to your house. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me that part. That's what we gonna do. So to get over there and catch Russell Wilson, like, him is literally him, Sierra Daddy, me, Noonie, Baby Future, the chef, and 2 nannies. And 3 dogs. And Baby Future at that time was bad as hell.
Hey, I got a question.
I hope I got an answer for you too.
How you gonna talk about somebody's fucking kids like that. He didn't get his ass beat just from talking. Why the fuck you gonna say, oh, and Baby Future was bad as hell? He deserved to get his ass beat just for that alone. Let's continue. Let's continue.
Why is he sharing the information anyway?
Cause see, that's what not chat. Now you see why I don't have a whole lot of mofos at my house. See, he worried about somebody else's family. Your black ass there. He invited you.
Hey,
He looked at you like family. And what you do?
turn around and come
Got
and talk
down
about
real
it.
to mouth. You think you telling something. Man, I went to Russell House, that mansion, it was weird. Yeah, because he had an outsider in there. That was the weird part about it. That's why you don't let people come in your house, chat. Nobody. First of all, no. Me and my brother had money. Guess what Thanksgiving was always at? Granny's house. Even though we couldn't get back, it was always going to be there. When we had a big ass cookout, Ocho, guess where it was? In Granny's backyard.
Damn.
Why? Look.
I don't get it. I'm confused. Why is everybody always looking for a moment? Why is everybody always looking for a moment to go viral or to get your little 15 minutes? He let you into his home on Thanksgiving, a special day. Okay, if the family wasn't there, maybe they don't get along. Maybe they don't see the eye to eye. I mean, I don't get it.
I don't get it either, Ocho.
I don't understand. What's
his
the point?
family wasn't there, but you was there. But you take this opportunity now, years later,
to talk about it.
Because Russ ain't been in Seattle for a long period of time.
Right.
And now you bring this up.
That's
because you try to, guess who was there? Sierra Daddy, Noonie, Baby Future, the chef. For the most part, I have a get together. I'm catering it.
Y'all, this nigga, when I tell y'all, we as a collective, a lot of times we are not able to come together in agreement on certain things and headlines that pop up, but I found immense pleasure in collectively the internet agreeing that this ninja was a goofball. Like, goofball, lame, you're an op, you're a loser. That's why you're not even in the fucking NFL no more, bitch. First of all, my mom always told me, be careful who the hell you have come to your house. Like, do not just invite people to the house because people will chat you. People will chat you bad. As Caribbean as Jamaican, our parents are just paranoid. And my mom always thinks somebody gonna chat me bad and wish me well. And she be right, because niggas be weird. Like, you can't have everybody come to your house because like Chad and Unc said, Unc, look at me. Shannon Sharpe, I'm still not fucking with you, sir. 25K per cheek. I ain't forget about your antics, but I'm gonna let you live today. Okay. 25K per cheek. 25K per cheek. Anyway, like Shannon and Ochocinco said, first of all, mofo, why the fuck weren't you with your family? Okay, so he's reminiscing on a time when Russell Wilson was playing for the Seahawks. Okay, the Seattle Seahawks. Okay, so this is a few years ago. I don't know when. I watch football for fun. I don't be getting into it, but it was a couple years ago, at least 3-4 years ago, right? That he's been off the Seahawks. My football heads correct me. It's football season. Let me go here because people are just so not intellectual. If it was football season, right? If it's football season, I'm assuming it had to have been football season. Everybody knows that these players, these athletes, football and basketball, are playing during Thanksgiving. Most of them have games on Thanksgiving Day. So because his aunties and cousins and grandpa and grandma and everybody wasn't up in there, you found that weird? How is that weird when 9 times out of 10, aren't you guys as football players and even basketball players, aren't y'all traveling during Thanksgiving holiday? Aren't y'all working and playing during? So to me, I was like, that doesn't make sense to me. Why are you judging Russell? Why are you judging Russell for not having his family in his house? But Y'all are football players on the same team. He bringing you to his house to be nice to you. He thought enough of you. He thought enough of you to bring you to his fucking home to break bread with his wife and his babies. And you go back years later and run your fucking mouth like a lame, like a loser, like a punk, like an op, like an enemy. Why the hell wasn't you with your goddamn family? Russell probably felt bad for him and was like, yo, dog, you can come over. Like, what the hell? Okay, he had his wife, he had his wife's father, he had his chef, he had his children, and he had another person. How is that weird? How is that weird? Go home to your fucking family, bitch. Go home to your family since you got so much to say. And then you deserve to get punched in the mouth because why are you talking about someone's children? Why are you talking about someone's children? Who the fuck raised you? First of all, how I was raised, you don't go talking about what you saw in someone else's home or what their home was like. You know what I'm saying? And if you do it privately where it can't be repeated. You don't go on you damn sure don't go on no public platform and talk all that cash money ish. How dare you? He had a chef to feed your monkey ass. And you probably went there empty handed with nothing. What did you bring? What did you bring? I'm so glad social media is tearing his black ass up. Let's look at some of the comments because y'all know I love looking at the comments sometimes, especially when it's entertaining and when it's like valid. Again, but why wasn't he at his own family house? Yes. Um, he spoke, hold on, he spoke on everything except for his own DV. Uh-oh. Why? Yeah, this is the question. Why does Russell Wilson trigger all the males? They constantly have his name in their mouth. Why is it that so many men have a problem with Russell Wilson? And listen, I'm not saying every single man, so please don't come in the comments. It's not everybody. Huh? We know it's not everybody, but it's a lot of men. It's a lot. It's a lot. Why do a lot of men have a fucking problem with Russell Wilson? Y'all, it's like y'all have a problem. I feel like anytime a man steps up and is like a token, like a good guy, a decent man, y'all be wanting to call him lame. Y'all be wanting to dog him out. Why? Because he loves his wife and his kids. Like, damn. But if he was dogging Sierra out, if he was treating her how Future was treating her, y'all would be loving that. But y'all don't like Russell because he loves his woman. The same way y'all low key trying to play with Klay Thompson. I see how the fuck y'all be. A lot of the men be trying Klay Thompson now that he with Megan Thee Stallion. Y'all, some of y'all niggas be weird. Okay, can y'all hear me now? Because my headphones said goodbye. They said goodbye, bitch. Somebody give me a thumbs up or confirm that you can hear me in the chat, please. My audio just kind of went out for a second. I don't want to keep yapping. Somebody give me a thumbs up, a yes, a no, a maybe so. I need to know before I go. That rhyme. I'm stupid. Somebody, okay, thank God. Woo. Okay. Y'all don't understand these little things. The battery died. That bitch said goodbye. Okay. Yeah, y'all be dogging Russell out. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. And you fix your lips to talk about little Future. Now I hope Future, even though he don't take care of that his son, allegedly. Although Future don't take care of little Future too much. I hope you writing for your son, nigga, because he said your kid was bad. He said your kid was bad. He just seemed like a judgmental Judy. Nigga, if you that judgmental, take your black ass to your fucking house. How about that? Or why don't you have Thanksgiving dinner by your damn self? Since you all that. I'm not a celebrity, but no one gets it. Okay. celebrity or not. I ain't no celebrity either, boo. And my mama always told me, be careful who the hell you bring up in your house because people don't mean you well. And people will chat about you behind your back. She said, make sure when you invite people over, make sure your house is clean because people will chat bad about you behind your back. So that has stuck with me. And I used to think my mom was just miserable and just talking. No, she'd be right. She was right about a lot of stuff. People be shady, people be sketchy, people be, Russell probably thinking he doing something out the kindness of his heart and not knowing that 4 or 5 years later, this knucklehead gonna go on a podcast. Ain't that why you got dropped from the NFL? I don't be knowing about these little lower level players. I know about the big dogs. Okay. I'm not a football head. I know about the big dogs. I don't know about these little shrimp players. So whatever information y'all know, let me know. But allegedly, apparently, he ain't even in the NFL, baby. You don't even play no more, baby boy. You don't even play no more, honey. Okay. He probably mad Sierra didn't want him. Girl, right. People be jealous. People be weird. And niggas be jealous too. They always try to come for the women and talk about some old women. Y'all jealous, y'all catty, y'all petty. We are. And y'all niggas right behind us too. Just as petty, just as catty. Y'all do it in a different way. But a lot of men be petty. Not all, but a lot. And y'all, I've been yapping for 1 hour and 36 minutes. I was going to try to squeeze in about Ray J. I don't have the bandwidth to talk about Ray J tonight. So today's Monday. I'm gonna make it a point to hop on back again later this week. Now, I have to dive into my reality TV shows. So I'm probably gonna come back to y'all Thursday. If I don't come back tomorrow, it's going to be Thursday because I really got to talk about Potomac and I got to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Those are the two that I want to talk about. I did not watch the season premiere of Married to Medicine yet. So yeah, I got some things to talk about Huntsville and I got some things to talk about Potomac. Potomac got a lot. There's a lot of different things to talk about and I can't wait to dive into that. Y'all, I had so much fun. This was just like old times. I had so much fun. So thank you to the people that showed up and interacted with me. I really appreciate it because y'all made this live very fun. I only gave like a 3 or 4 hour heads up. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. Ali C for me. I appreciate you so much. Lawrence Report. I appreciate you. Lawrence Report, great content creator. Please follow him on YouTube and TikTok. Shayna McD, another amazing content creator with great dialogue. Shayna be cracking me up. I be watching her stuff all the time. So she does a lot of pop culture stuff and reality TV stuff. So y'all please tune into her channel. There wasn't too many of y'all, so I ain't gonna try to act like it was that many of y'all, but the ones that stuck around, I appreciate y'all. Replay crew, I appreciate y'all. If y'all hit that like button on the replay, Daria was here earlier. Yeah, I appreciate the ones that stayed around and talked to me because if you didn't, this would have been very boring. Again, hit that like button, honey. Hit that like button, subscribe if you like the vibe, and make sure you hit that notification bell button. That way you will be notified whenever I drop new content. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Also, make sure you guys are following me on Instagram. That is _Monique_Nicole. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. And I'm on the TikTok. I'm at Monique Nicole 94. Again, it's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. So make sure you subscribe to my other social media channels and stay tuned with your girl. And I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And yeah, until next time, see you guys later. Bye.